Hello everyone, welcome back. Joe here. Sunday night going into the weekly close on Bitcoin on the crypto market. I think there's a volatile week ahead. I think that's because of where the S&P 500 is positioned, other markets, DXY key. As mentioned in previous video, are we going to start to see a pullback on the DXY now? I do think that can happen in the next few days, but it's going to be interesting to see if we do get a little bit of a rally on stocks. Now we know there's been some very sad, very unfortunate events happening in Israel and in Gaza right now. Very sad that is happening. But I'm not going to get too much into that. What I will say is, though, that we do have to be aware that these things can affect markets, and nobody can predict what is going to happen next, or how that is going to affect markets in general. What I can tell you right now is that the likes of the Israeli stock exchange futures, down about 6% right now. There are other stock exchanges in that part of the world that are down. And it can be a volatile week just on that alone. I was already expecting volatility. I've got my predictions that on my previous chart videos on the likes of gold, on the likes of oil. We do have to, of course, be aware that these events that are now taking place, that of course we could not predict, could have some changes to those charts, especially on the lower time frames. When I say lower time frames, I'm talking daily, maybe weekly, maybe not so much the monthly, but we don't know is the answer. So I'm going to be monitoring the likes of gold, the likes of oil, just to assess my technical analysis and see if they are continuing to play to the downside. But obviously there's a lot of speculation that they may turn bullish in these unfortunate times. Now Bitcoin, pretty flat week as we know, and still not doing anything crazy going into the close at the moment. Last week it got a bit of a run up. Now it's just kind of holding around 28k. Everybody is kind of waiting for Bitcoin to make that decision. It may be led by the wider index markets this week. I know index markets went down a bit more the last few weeks with Bitcoin not going down with them, but that's not to say that it can't join them this week potentially. Like I said, S&P 500 is at a key moment to decide if it's going to a new all-time high, or if the bearish scenario is looking like it's going to play out and send us to new bear market lows. I do think that the picture will become clear in the next sort of 4 to 6 weeks. Maybe a little bit longer, but roughly around that kind of time frame. I think we're gonna be more likely or not validated in one of those directions. So what I will say is if I was looking to short the market now heavily, especially on the index market, again, none of this is financial advice, but personally I wouldn't. I would just say that you had to get in at a high level around about the summer a few weeks ago. It doesn't make sense to be shorting now. If I was bearish, I would be still looking for a rally, set a lower high compared to where we were in July. Look like we're just setting a lower high on the way down, and then you can maybe look to short this market. Likewise, if you were taking a long position now, that would potentially make sense if you do believe that we've seen the pullback on the indexes, and you're confident enough that your trade idea is that you are looking for a new high this year, certainly a new bear market high, and potentially a new all-time high on indexes. We know Nasdaq didn't get a million miles away from that. However, set a lower high for now, and I remain bearish until invalidated on that. So, mentioned last video, can Bitcoin get that one last bull trap up to 32k? I think it definitely has a good chance. It's not my primary expectation, but that doesn't mean my primary expectation is about 90%. I'm giving like a 10% chance. This is really a bit of a grey area, guys. I'm going to be straightforward with you all. I'll just hold my hand up and say I really don't know which way this is going to go in terms of, do we go down now or do we get that last bull trap? But what I will say is it doesn't really matter too much to me, because I'm just confident still that we are going to set a lower low. So I'll hold that 29k short that I've told you about in the last couple of videos, and if it gets stopped out, not a problem, I'm just going to reshort. In terms of trading, obviously we were on BYBIT in the UK, can no longer add to those positions. We were looking at setting up a UAE account, of course, because we're in Dubai now, but we haven't got round to doing that straight away. So I'm going to let the community know within this week what we end up doing in terms of trading. Obviously we do also trade on Prime XBT, so potentially may open a Bitcoin short on Prime XBT if my BYBIT short that I can no longer add to it, but of course I can close down the line. If I get stopped out on that, not a problem. May look to re-enter on the likes of Prime XBT or another platform, but whatever it ends up happening, we'll update the community as soon as possible this week. Other things to look forward to for members this week, our buy zones will be getting updated. That's just one of the perks you get access to as a lifetime member. To become a lifetime member with us, you can purchase a lifetime membership NFT for only 1800 ADA currently. Join our free Discord, links in the description below, and you can find out more about that if that's something of interest to you. So buy zones are getting updated, also free for everyone in the Discord. I'll announce this week coming the new changes to Fantasy Crypto for the next round. Those who aren't aware, we've done a few Fantasy Crypto rounds where people can enter for absolutely free in the Discord and win USDT prizes. We've paid out USDT prizes to quite a few winners in our Discord now, and gonna start a new round. Rounds last 8 weeks. That's how we've been doing it. I'm not going to change the next one, so the next one will last for 8 weeks, and it'll start a week on Monday. Selections for teams will have to be in a week today, before the next weekly close. So I'll announce all that in the Discord. Again, links in the description below, free Discord. Come and join the community. We've got a great community. You can learn from everyone in there. Back to the market, altcoins. I still think they provide the best opportunities in terms of trading. That's my opinion. If we get a rally up on Bitcoin and another rally up on some altcoins, there may be some good shorting opportunities in my opinion. Some may have already topped out. I'm thinking maybe the likes of AVAX look really bearish since yesterday. Got that sort of blow off wick on Saturday, and it hasn't really recovered. It's gone lower today. I did try a couple of very small position tight shorts that stopped out on AVAX. Turns out I potentially just went a day or two early on that. That's just the way it goes sometimes. You can't win them all. The idea was fairly solid. However, I was kind of just looking for that rejection around $10.50. It did blast through to $11, but it's been whacked since then, and it's almost time recording, it's barely holding $10. I think single dollars AVAX is a given, and we're expecting lower lows again. Go check out this video and you'll see me give my opinion on AVAX and other markets. So guys, going into the close, expecting it to be fairly flat, but the key thing is going to be watching those futures markets when I wake up in the morning, see if world events are affecting things, and maybe on lower time frames do have to give a potential different opinion on some of the charts. But like I said, if it gets too volatile, things can get a little bit wild. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. So we'll see how it goes the next few days. Wait to see if some good opportunities come about, but right now Bitcoin's in a grey zone. I'm leaving it alone, holding the short above, and we'll see how it plays out. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you smash up the like, and I'll see you again.